Welcome everyone to Storytime with Coach Ja. I hope you had an amazing day. We're going to have some great fun in this moment. Thanks for coming. If you're joining in or watching later, know that we have every first and third Wednesday. Every first and third Wednesday. And we're streaming on Facebook, I believe. And then we're going to upload it again on YouTube for folks to see it later if you can't catch it now. And so, how I start all my writing sessions, I do them all the same. There's a reason for this. I do what's called a word dump. A word dump is just that you take your time. We're not okay. Okay. We can if you want to, but I'm going to post it either way, so it doesn't matter. Um, so I do what's called a word dump, and that's just 5 minutes for you to sit and write whatever comes to mind. Nothing that you need to share. I just try to get everybody's mind clear, whatever thoughts. You might have been sitting in traffic. You might have been, having some technical issues with the chickadees, right? And so we try to just give you 5 minutes just to write. So we're going to do 4 minutes since we're starting a little late. And so I'm going to give you 4 minutes to just write whatever's on your mind and start your 4 minutes right now. And then we'll come back and get going, okay? 4 minutes, y'all. Okay, cool. If you can bring your thoughts to a close, bring them to a close. Last minute thoughts. Normally, people don't care to share what they wrote, so I won't ask unless someone just has something that they just want to share. Um, but yeah, if I can get a thumbs up from you when you're ready, so I know we can move forward once you have finished your last moments of word dump. Word thumping is something that you should practice often when you're writing. Even if you are beginning to, if you already have your thought process together, you already have your ideas together, I always encourage people to do some sort of word dump to just clear your mind and get your thoughts together so that you can kind of move on to what's next. A lot of times there's a lot of things going on that we don't necessarily realize is happening. So the word dump always works out really, really great for that. So we'll try to do that. So part of what I want to do today is I really love this workshop here. And so I'm going to show you a series of images, right? And I want you to write down what you see, how it makes you feel, anything that how the images attract your thinking process, right? However, whatever the images say to you, I want you to write them down. It could be one word, it could be one line. You won't be able to write a whole poem from the image because we're going to go through several of them. But I want you to look at the images and write down first thing that comes to your mind. We're going to roll through several of them, talk a little bit, we'll roll through some more. Yes, sir.
Sir, I did not dump these words on this paper to be abandoned.
Oh, well, if you'd like to share, sir, that's fine.
Okay, this is my word dump. I just thought it wasn't even anything I thought of. So that's what a word dump is. It says they said she was a lost cause. I'm guessing I was the first one to ask her what cause did she misplace. We searched together at dinner, at dancing, at breakfast, at lunch. As a matter of record, we searched again today. It's been 10 years and I'm more than positive we will join hands and look this evening. If one day you discover someone who lost their cause, it's okay to be the found they've spent their life searching for.
All that in that little bit of time, sir? Wow. That is what you call a heavy pen. So are you going to finish that up and give it a title, or what are you going to do?
Oh no, I kind of like what it is, sir. I think that's the completed picture. So I don't want to dance with it no more. I'm gonna leave it and see when I come back to it what it sounds like.
Got you, got you, got you, got you. Yeah, I like it. I like to use it as a prompt. I like to write from it. I think that's anybody else want to share before I move forward? I don't want to abandon your ink.
It arrived here, so you can use it whatever you want to for it. It arrived here, sir, so it could stay here.
You know I steal poems. Anybody else want to share before we move on? Going once, going twice. Sold to the man in the hot dog suit. All right, cool, cool, cool. So I'm gonna share my screen. And like I said, the only thing I want you to do is whatever comes to mind, just write it down. And we're gonna go through some, and we're gonna talk about them, and then we'll go through some more. We'll go through a series of these, and then we're gonna talk about the possibility of writing and trying to connect the dots with some things, okay? So if you're not sure, you might want to raise your hand now before I move forward if you're not sure what we're doing, so we don't have to repeat. You know, I love y'all, but I don't like having to repeat myself with grown folks. I think y'all ears work pretty good. Mine do. I'm just messing. Okay, let me share screen. Where we going here? Okay, can you all see? Thumbs up if you can see. Okay, great. And so whatever comes to mind, I want you to write it down, right? Whatever you can think about, whatever that says to you. It could be a one-liner, it could be one word, it could be anything. I'm gonna write too since we're here, right? Let's look at this next one. I happen to like that one. And we'll talk about it after we go. And then we have this one. That was very interesting. Right? And then we got this one. What does that say? All right. And then we got this one. Okay. And then we're going to go to this one. Make that a little bigger. And then we got this one. Oh. All right. Anyone, anything stick out to anyone? Anything that you want to? I'll tell you what, let's share. Let's see what you have. Let's see what you have here. Anyone want to speak first? You're welcome. Just say what you wrote with these from these images. In no particular order, just however you got them. Just want to see what it sounds like. Anybody?
Okay, I'll share. Half-Life, Impossible, Ideas, Apex, Guarded Freedom, Balance, Mislabeled, Misuse, Farce, Safety in Numbers, and Comfort.
Yeah. Yeah. Any pictures stand out to you? Any particular reason? Anything was like, wow, that was very interesting.
They're all very interesting. I know it sucks, but I thought it was very interesting. The elephant makes me really think, but the face at the beginning was awesome, and I really liked the door and the wrist.
This one? Yeah. Yeah. AJ, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna go down the order and like I start from the elephant in the tree. It just told me that trees will never forget because
Mm.
elephants are supposed to never always remember.
Mm-hmm.
And then the sixth one, I don't know. I'm still debating on if I want fists to listen, or ears to be fist. I don't know yet. A words to be, fist. The fifth one is when playing chess with hearts, and that's the people on the board. The other one, go back one more
uh,
board. It was the fifth one in order. Yeah, that one.
mm-hmm.
When playing chess with hearts, and then the fourth one is we stood worlds apart with the two people on the we stood worlds apart on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one was my big idea.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
And the second was hard to hold on.
Yeah.
And the first one was it says what, open-minded.
Mm. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah. Wow. Anything stick out in particular, like something that really grabbed you? Like, hold on, I need to spend some
Mm.
time on that.
Well, I like the one with the two people with the two balls, like we stood worlds apart, on
Yeah,
how we can be in love and safely separate, but you know, there's a collision about to happen when planets get that close.
yeah. Wow. Yeah. All right, Mr. Witz, I think your hand is up. Is that right? Are you next? I think I seen your hand.
Yeah, I got some impressions. I got go to the top one.
I didn't start there. I actually started here.
Right. Okay. For that one, I had entrances to my soul.
Mm.
Um, that one there, I had my pulse pulled up to hand her.
Wow.
This one, I was still thinking about it. Um, I had lit umbrella thoughts, but I was still playing with that one.
Mm-hmm.
That one I had stand on evolution.
Ah.
I think this was my favorite. Sitting on the top is a blue lonely.
Mm. Now that's interesting.
Um, and this one was heavy as a branch holding an elephant. That was a simple thought.
Okay. And then this.
um, and that one was heard it when my fist spoke.
Ah, got it. Got it. All right. Or anything stick out in particular? Anything you zoomed in on was like that was pretty heavy.
The the two people sitting, well, I think it was three of them sitting on sitting on spears. It was like,
Oh.
sitting on their own planet. Like we all have our own worlds that we evolve. Whatever evolves around us is our own world, our own universe. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
got from that. So like, you know, trying to trying to get people to understand you is a lonely it's a lonely feeling. So it's like a blue lonely, it's what I got from that. When you're lonely or when you're feeling that way, you feel blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of correlated.
Yeah. Kind of like bleeding thoughts almost. Yeah. Okay. All right, Nemo, what you got? I see you got your hand up. Let's go back to where we started.
Yeah. All right. I didn't do one for everything,
That's
but
fine.
I did one for some. This is emptiness stings like cold on my cheek.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. You know which other ones you have? Well, I'll just go and you say if you got it.
See, no, nope. Yes, the overlords are coming.
Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting.
Their game unknowable.
Mm. Right. You don't even know which direction they're looking in, right? You don't know if their eyes are closed or what. That is a good one, Nemo.
Thank you.
Yeah. What about this guy?
Elephants teeter above.
Wow. The mighty elephant. If you get too close, he disappears, right?
Hmm.
Did you get this one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear your fist clenched.
Say again?
I hear your fist clenched.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Anything stick out like that grabbed me.
I really like the elephant picture. there's so much action in that
Mhm.
picture.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much going on. The potential energy in the picture is immense.
Yeah. And part of why I picked this picture, right? I got you, Kendra. I'm coming to you next. Part of why I picked this picture is because it's almost there's something that you would probably never think about on your own, right? But the elephant doesn't even have a shadow. And you don't know if the wind is blowing, or if this is a still moment or what. And there's no water. And so, it's almost like, what is his feet hot? The sand too hot? He had to jump up on the branch and hold on. I mean, there's so much added to it. I was like, yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Great imagery. Great imagery. Okay, Kendra, what you got, Kendra? Let me go to the beginning.
Hi, y'all. Okay, so I just really wrote down more words
Hmm.
as different ones came up, so it's not like
That's
super
fine.
deep or anything. But half seen,
Mm,
broken face, cloudy mind, and knowledge.
mm, yeah.
Um, I think the next one I had God's hand, fruit of the spirit, cloudy sails. And the next one, cover, trenched, light escapes, standing in solitude. And the next one was manifest, inner space. And the next one, I think, yes, Trinity, spheres of tears. The next one, so I don't know if you've ever heard the song, but the guys that no, the one with the man
Fifth,
on the uh-uh. Um
this one?
yes.
Okay.
So the man sitting on top of there reminds me of, do you know that song Putting on the Ritz?
Yeah.
So the guy on top of that reminded me. So I put down Putting on the Ritz.
Wow.
Also Floating Earth.
Hmm.
The one with the hand and the eye, or the fist in the eye. I did hearing fights to see.
Mm,
Um, the one with the elephants, I just wrote down weight, a sturdy branch. The around it was barren.
yeah.
Um, yeah, in
Yeah.
that space.
Anything stick out to you? Like, wow, like that really captured you?
The first one, and then yeah, that one, and the one with the like the ladies that were sitting on the spheres.
Hmm.
Yes, but yeah,
Got
that
you.
one.
So if you're just joining, I'm come to you. If you're just joining, hold on tight. I'm gonna tell you what we're doing. But I want to say why. So I picked this one. I wanted to see how religion would play out in this image, right? Um, they say we see things subconsciously in a blue light. So when our eyes is closed, everything is actually blue, right? Then the blood is actually blue until the oxygen touches it. And then I thought about the Masonic imagery from the, uh, the black and white checkers, and then going through a tunnel almost, right? And then I thought about the way the Trinity came about when you start looking at how the Trinity was actually brought into what we know as Christianity. And so it wasn't something it was something that was put in place. And so I thought it was interesting the way they dropped the different element, elements in with the people in there. And so that's why I picked that one in particular. This one here I picked because I like the when worlds collide, but it's still almost like um, a reflection of me, right? And then you're in this maze. If you see, it clearly looks like it's in a computer program. So it felt like looking at yourself in the programming we live in today. And so that's why I picked. I want to see how you saw that. And then it's almost like a mirror image, but then it's not when you look at the design of the planet or whatever the sphere is that they're on. There's such a different grading. See, it's a different feel. This looks like a little sandy kind of thing. And this one actually looks like it could actually have veins in, like maybe it's an eyeball. So that's why I picked that one. This one I thought was interesting because it's like, they usually put a light bulb when you have an idea, but now it's like I am the idea. And you just put this shade over me to protect someone else from the knowledge I might have, what I might be saying as a poet, what information I might be given as a human being or somebody who has knowledge of what a supreme being might be. So that's why I picked that one. And then it looks like it's raining, but it's not. It's just really foggy from the way that the artist put that together. This I thought was so interesting because I always hear the story about the apple tree and the tree falling down. And what if the apple fell and then God caught it with the other hand? And your exit or your entrance is through this elevator shaft that it looks like right here. And it looks like it kind of has that. I don't know if any of you ever eat sardines, but sardines has that little key on it. So it's kind of like you gotta unleash you gotta open up the lock to get into that. So I thought that was interesting. This was very, very interesting to me. Everybody kind of hit on it exactly how I thought it would be. The only thing that I didn't hear was the um, what the temperature or what the weather pattern might be like in the background, because you really can't tell, but the assumption could be much. It could be a tornado on the way for all we know. You know what I mean? And so that's what I wanted to check with that one. This one, I just saw my broken pieces. I just saw broken because its eyes here, it's the mouth there, the ears are here. And what is he hiding in the hand, if that is even a man's hand? Because we don't know, right? And so that one was very interesting, but it felt like broken. It felt like misery. It felt like maybe even trauma in a sense, if you would. And obviously, the obvious from this one, just the weight bearing and trying to understand how this elephant is sitting on this branch. So, how strong might the roots be if the branch is so big, right? So, I thought that was interesting. So, yep, me having a hard time with green. Thank you. Okay, just reading through the notes right here. What's popping? What's popping? Listen, so if you're here for joining, thank you for being here. Here's what we're doing for now. I got a series of images that I'm going to show you. And I want you to write down your thoughts, what you see, and talk about them. And once we go through all the images, we'll talk about, which you'll probably get it by that point. But after we go through the images, we want to talk about it. So what we'll do is, this time go around, if everybody wants to share, we're just going to jump in and say what you have for the sake of time. Because I do want you to get in some other writing, but I have some more images I want you to get through to enjoy. If you have any questions, please ask now, or you can put them in the chat and I'll try to answer them. But for now, only thing we're doing, we're looking at images. I'm not explaining them. Whatever you see, if it's a one word, if it's a one line, if you got a whole poem come out of it, get it going until we get to the next image. Because I'm not going to give you a lot of time on an image, but just want to see how imagery plays into your writing and your thought process. Okay. So if you have any questions, please add them in the chat. And if not, we're going to get going. And then once we're done, I'll ask who wants to share, and we see where we're going to go from there. So this is going to be, where are we? I think we're going here. That is not what I wanted to show you. Hold on. Okay, let me go back here. Why is it not showing big? It wants to show small. Hold on. Having technical difficulties, please stand by. Well, I don't know why it's not showing big. What's happening here? Hold on. Okay, here we go. Let's try it one more. Just try it one more again. I don't know what's happening. It should be showing and not this. Hold on a second.
Do you want to try to go out of screen share and try to then re-screen share?
Yeah, let me try to do it that way and see if it'll redo it again. My whole screen is just looking really crazy right now. Okay, hold on. What's happening here? My whole screen is acting crazy. Okay. Let's stop sharing here. Okay, let's try this one more again and see if it works this time. No, it still won't. Here we go. Can you see it now? Is it showing? Tell me yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So however this image grabs you, write what you see. Write what it is. You can write about anything that's in this image. Okay. I'll have to like that one. This one here. And there's no wrong answers here, right? So just write whatever you feel, whatever you see. Mm-hmm. Okay. Y'all got those? I'll run through them again really quick. Yeah. And then the last one. All right. Anyone want to share? I'm gonna have to open up the thing here. Oh, y'all still writing? I like that. I like that. Okay, Robert Fleming, you have your hand up raised, so you can go first.
Okay. Rainbow war paint.
Mm.
And then I'm at the second one. Crayola my face, bitch.
Come on.
And the last one is also say ah without skin. This one is underskinned. There is muscle love.
Mm.
And the last one, turn to jello.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I like the texture. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Cool, man. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody raised their hand. Anything stick out to you in particular?
Well, some of the images reminded me of a type of lighting effect, which was a common in the 60s, which is black light,
Mm-hmm.
which would go against a poster, especially the second image of the man and the woman with red faces.
This one. Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Wow. Okay. Okay. Appreciate it. Nemo, you ready? I see your hand up.
Sorry, yeah, I couldn't get to my mute button. Yeah, I just have, I'll answer your follow-up question first.
Okay.
Was there one that really stuck out? Yeah, the very first one. So I just have one thing I wrote about that.
Okay.
Is the color coming or going?
Wow. I did not see that coming. Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Anybody else want to share?
I'll say I definitely love the sentence that Nemo described in terms of not knowing whether the color is coming or going, the paintbrush and the way that it's kind of casting this multi-dimensional being in black and white was something that really kind of stuck out to me, how somebody can go from being so bold and vibrant and colorful, but at the stroke of somebody else's brush can become, you know, casting gray.
Yeah. 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 It's so much. Are you painting me in black and white or painting your lies across? You know what I mean? There's so much in it. And I didn't see that until Nemo said that. That was excellent, Nemo. That was excellent. Anybody else want to share? Okay, Kendra, I see you.
For that one, I did, I saw just the colors of perspective was one of the things I wrote down. Paint of life. On that one, I don't know, I just saw kind of rock and roll, splattered with joy.
Mhm.
That's just a couple. I wrote down a bunch of words, but I'm just picking
That's
out
fine.
a few of them. On that next one, timid smiles. And I don't know, I see loneliness with her.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
even though someone's in a picture with her, her eyes just seem lonely to me.
Mhm.
On the next one, I saw beauty and fear and quiet screams. And in the last one, I did color me sexy. And I wrote down "See Me Blue," just with the color of her eyes, just
Yeah.
that.
She gives me this, you know, I've been hiding for so long that I need to find a way out of this, right? And how do I find that way? And it's so colorful and so loud, but that's not who I am almost. You know what I mean? Like I've been through so much, so it makes it much bigger than what I am. She just like she's been hiding for so long. I just something about that picture just grabbed me. Yeah. Does anybody else want to go?
Yeah, I had
I
some.
give it a go.
I heard two people. I don't know who's first.
I can go next. It don't matter.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Wilson's always first. Sir.
All right. Well, one of y'all come on and go first.
All right, I'll take it. I appreciate you, kind sir. Since that one is up right there, I had for that one. Can the paint remove me invisible?
Mm,
Um, yeah, the next one. This one I had. We sang in Spectrum the wrong words with a colorful key of the beat.
mm,
This one was he loved her out of her darkness.
wow.
Um, Clay molded me this way.
Somebody else used something like to that effect too, right? Jello, I think it was, or something.
This one was they see me in all of their color, but I see things in black and white.
Nice. Nice. Anyone grab you?
I'll go.
Okay.
The first one, the first one, that's the last one. Yeah.
Just the first one.
Okay, we can go from last to first.
This was the first one, sir.
That's the first.
Yeah. This was the last one.
No, okay.
It don't matter wherever you want to start from. You tell
I'm
me.
looking at. Now I thought that was the first one. Now go back. Yeah, because that one I wrote. I taste like America's lost daughters.
Wow. I definitely did see that one, AJ, coming. I didn't see that one coming. Wow. Okay. So we're going in reverse for you.
This is like the traffic women in all colors.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, then the other one, that lonely rainbows in my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then the next one is what the I'm trying to figure. Oh, we be still colored.
We be still colored. Wow.
I spit life.
Say again.
I spit life.
Okay. I spit life.
Then the last one, that one is colorblind. Now, eyes can be colorblind.
Okay. Got it. I think this is my favorite one out of the bunch. And it's probably because of what Nemo said that probably made it such. Just so you know, Nemo, you did it. Just felt like you should know that. I just felt like you should know that. Got you. Okay, let me see, because I saw some messages in here. Make sure I got everybody messages. Okay, cool. So now here's what we're going to write. This next phase of images is what I want you to write. I want you to take some of those words, some of those phrases, all those ideas, it doesn't matter. And I want you to attribute those to these images that I'm going to show you next. And so, we're writing freely. So write what you feel or what you see in these images. But I think that you are going to, I really cannot wait to see what you all do with this. It's going to be great. Does anybody need a break? A hot second, go get some tea, use the restroom. If not, we're going to jump right in. And I'm going to write with you. I'm leaving my camera on, but I'm going to jump right in with you. And so I may not be able to see everything in the chat, but if you're in the chat and you need to conversate, please converse and all of those good things. Okay? So let me go to where we at. Here we wait. Before we do that. Okay. Okay, these are going to be your images you're going to write to. And I want you to dip into the bucket that you already put, all of the phrases, all of the words. Look at these images. Look at these faces, right? If you want to write extra things to them while I'm talking about, that's fine. But I want you to use much of what you've written already to talk about these images. What do you see? Right? What are they listening to? What are you hearing? And maybe there's no sound. Maybe there's just images of these young faces, right? And we don't know where they're at, or maybe we do know where they're at. Maybe we know their names. Maybe those smiles meant something more to us than we see in just the picture, right? But I definitely want you to use some of the wording you already had. Yes, Kendra?
So do we choose like one of these that stands out to us to write on, or?
Doesn't matter. If you want to, that's fine. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
But the goal is to use some of the things that you saw previously in those other images and add it to this. Somebody's coming in the room. Okay, so we got here. So whatever you have written, and you can use other things too. The idea is to try to get you to bring in some of those ideas that you saw from something that had nothing to do with these images, right? And there's so much to write about. You know, look at these faces, right? And what are they thinking? What are they experiencing in accordance to what you already written? And how can you use those phrases and words to metaphor your way to a poem for these images? Or just what you feel from the image. You don't even have to pick an image, just what does it feel? Look at that, right? How does that feel? And so I want you to use some of the things you have. I'm gonna run through them again. If you're just coming in the room, I'm sorry you missed the beginning prompts. And so we want you to just write to what these images make you feel for the moment now. And so just kind of dig in. Tell me what you feel. Tell me about the environment. Tell me about the weather. Tell me about what that conversation might be like. What are the sounds, right? Look at that. And you can pick a picture in particular, or you can actually use all of them in some form. It doesn't matter. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to leave the screen up, the share screen. If not, I'm going to turn it off, and so I can see if somebody's in the chat. Right. And I'm just noticing she has a nose piercing over there. That's what it looks like. We got the assignment. We good? Can I get a thumbs up? So either y'all writing or y'all, okay, Nemo's got a thumbs up. Okay, cool. Should I shut the share screen down or what?
Can you leave it?
No,
Because we can
just
still see the
leave,
picture.
Okay.
just leave one of the images of the children up as the inspiration.
Anyone in particular?
That's perfect.
This one?
That's great. That's great. Perfect.
Excellent. So we're gonna write for about 15 minutes. Is that cool? That enough time? Don't forget to use your words.
It's open right there.
Kendra, you unmuted.
I know I got her with.
You got about 2.5 more minutes. 2.5 more minutes. Okay, you got a few seconds, so start trying to bring your thoughts to a close, and then we will share. We will share and share alike. All right, I see hands going up already. That is excellent. That is excellent. Like AJ says, that is most excellent. And your time is up. Thank you so much for participating. Yeah, let's see what we got. Who wants to share first? I see Black Noise open mic, so you can actually go first, and then we got Robert coming up next.
I don't know how creative this is gonna be, but
No worries, brother. No worries.
I said, when did we stop audibly hearing the voice of God? Forget his language. When did glory leave our faces? I have to believe that the screams from this melting pot have stripped away at least a portion of our smiles. You know, the ones we used while smelling like outside. Our laughter is now painted in pain. Whoever gave the thumbs up to worry must have had a devilish grin. Some nights I try to hug myself to joy, remind myself of Crayola bliss, and forget that that envy comes in purple too. That's it.
Oh wait, I turned my. There you go. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what you meant by it's not creative, but I mean, you know, we ain't even going there with that. we ain't even touching that. We ain't even touching that. Okay, Robert, what you got, Robert?
So the first one is a haiku.
Okay.
The youths of the globe become the adults of the earth. World under color. Roll you in lime jello as PBS plays a cello. No more Crayola, payola, Ricola excuses. strip or no baba ganoush for you. I have more color under my skin than the makeup on my face. As the earth cries, the bow of rain launches. Thank you. I just chose to write some short ones.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's fine. The whole idea again is to, just expand on some things and write in a different format that you probably normally wouldn't do. And that's the whole idea of this exercise. So great work, both of you all. Thanks to both of you. Anybody else want to read before we go? I'll read mine's last. I'll leave mine's on the exit. And like I said, if you don't read here, that's fine. We got Say Word, Return to Say Word coming up next on Zoom, and you're welcome to come over there. So if nobody wants to read, I'll read mine and we'll close it out. Prada, you reading? No? Okay.
No. I'll meet you over at Say Word. Let's go.
Okay. I'm going
I'll
to read
share
mine
mine
because I
real
want.
quick, bro.
Say
I'll
again?
share mine real. I said, I guess I'll share mine real quick.
Go ahead.
It's just spilled thoughts. Look at all those smiling cheeks, wide enough to show all their teeth. When you're young and you're smiling, it comes from deep down in your soul, and you can find it anywhere you go with anyone you choose. Because when you are young, you don't understand racism. You just understand race is a competition. You don't understand racist and racism. You barely understand race is the race in him.
Mm.
I wonder if the sound of laughter is a black or white noise. Does our joy stem from our hue? Maybe it's blue, because the last time I heard chuckling, it was an officer clowning a suspect's appearance. And I'm hoping, but I'm knowing our children growing up today are still dealing with a system targeting the education and nutritional growth through a school to prison pipeline system.
Mm.
But now it's spilled over like dented paint cans leaking into their own backyard.
Oh. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if Wick's gonna do us like that, I gotta go and read mine because that
Go
ain't
ahead.
fair.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Which that was fire, man. That was fire. Wick. Mine said, if the world were colorblind, our children would learn history as it happened, not as the victors deemed. How trying to see, I can't even read more. Not as the victors deemed. How can you force the innocent to bear your burden? To follow your lead, crosses smoldering, truth cannot be tamed, can't be misdirected,
Mm.
would never fit, would never hide itself under your white hood, no matter how large the eyes. I can't recall a time you allowed you first amended the form of
Uh-oh. AJ, did we lose you? Oh, we lost AJ.
Oh, damn. And we can't blame it on Miss Betty this time.
Right? Because he's not muted. Okay. Okay. You're moving now, but we can't hear you. We we can't hear you.
I, I mean, you didn't hear me at all?
Yeah, we heard you, and then you faded to black. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. It muted itself. Like I probably did something. Now go. Let's go over where it's right now. We good.
I'm gonna read mine first before we do that, and then we can jump over there. Because I need to hear it now because I won't be on till last at our spot. So I'm going to read mine really quick. It says, when they found us, no one was here. Silence from our emotions bent us in secret rainbows. Our names were never mentioned, mainly because language wouldn't allow it. So confusion covered us empty, like apples falling until God's hand saved us. We played our music in color. It swung like the mirroring hearts frozen in the distance. Some days, writing gave us life. Sound someone's shadow attached to nothing, shaded in solid mystery no one could hold on to, but we all had smiles. Kept them warm enough to make the colors bold again. I say color, and the clouds open themselves, and footsteps continue spinning the worlds in harmony. Call us unforgettable. Call us from unforgetful spaces like classic jazz horns in a perfectly pitched horn section. It might have to be God's time that brought us here, or told us shoulders were for much more than running tears. And I've watched oceans of paint brush through our gardens, turn us into limes, rich red running in rustic browns. My guess is those color patterns make the tree branches, roots covered in everything grandma expects to claim when she returns. Maybe this is the American dream, or maybe I'm too busy using these colors for pillow tops. Yeah, I kind of liked that. I think it was kind of sweet. So listen, I hope y'all enjoyed that exercise. It's something that I encourage you to practice. Just kind of grab you some pictures and try to just dance through what you see and then try to find a way to put them together. It's a great exercise for when you have a topic that you want to connect the dots with. And so that's why I went that way. So you can have things that probably have nothing to do with the other one and trying a way to connect those dots and draw strings to make them become one piece. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. And if you did, great. And yeah, we're going to see y'all not next week, Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. And y'all have a great rest of your evening. If you're watching on YouTube, on Facebook, thank you so much for tuning in. And please DM me with any information, any messages, anything that you liked about it, or anything you might want me to try the next time. So y'all be peace. Love y'all. Be great. Be amazing. We'll see y'all very soon. Take care.